All right, as far as tonight, game number 6, Houston forces this game. Forces this to go back to Golden State by shooting 55% the other day. BetMGM has this number at 5.5. Golden State, your home favorite, total 204.5. Some places currently at 5. There has been a big move on Golden State. Big move. This opened 3.5, 4, and then we saw sharp money come in on the Warriors. And I think it's just going to be one of those things where the public and the sharps are not going head to head. They're aligned. They're going to be on Golden State. The books are probably going to need Houston in this spot. That's why they get to 5, 5.5. But I keep going back to the other day, Sam, and the Warriors were just a no-show. No-show on the road. The starters barely played, most of them around 20 minutes. I'm expecting a very different effort tonight as they want to close this thing out right here so they don't have to go back to Houston for a Game 7.
I will not bet the side. I won't bet the total either for that. I don't know what the word I was trying to say there. For that matter, I guess. I don't know. I was looking at my positions as I was talking. So Golden State, 20-1 to win the West. I could bet Houston to win the series. I could bet other teams to win the West. I haven't done a thing yet. Not a big hedge person anymore. I used to be. I used to, look at my future positions and do all this calculating and, well, if I bet this on this team and this on that team, and then the team that I had my initial position on would win, and I would just take away from my profit. I would vacuum money into a black hole and never see it. So I'm not going to hedge, at least yet. Now, if Golden State gets to the Western Conference Final and takes on Oklahoma City, different conversation, right? Much different. But the next step, if Golden State can win, would be Minnesota, who Costos has already elevated to the finals. So I feel good about that. As for props, I know we'll do Where's the Room later in the show. Mm-hmm. There's a guy I'm looking at tonight that I know won't be popular, but I think his number is very, very attainable. It's not Curry. It's not Butler. It's not even Draymond. I want to talk about Podziemski.
Yes, my guy.
Point prop. Okay, all right, there you go. Fellow Polska. I knew you'd love this. So you can bet him over 14.5. MGM has minus 105. So not really all that juicy. He's been sort of a dud on the road, but he thrives at home. And as we've talked about for how many weeks now, role players at home, much better. Role players on the road, look at Podziemski. 8 points on the road, no points on the road, and then 14 points on the road in this series. Well, on Monday night, he had 26 because guys are worried about Curry and Jimmy's back in the mix. These role players, I have a feeling, are going to get the brunt of the load because Curry and Butler are going to get doubled. Mm-hmm. I think Udoka is going to try and chase the ball out of the Stars' hands. So Thompson's done a really decent job on Curry. Let's give him his flowers. He's been very good. I think what he's going to do, Udoka, is say, all right, Draymond's jumpers can beat us. Podziemski from 3 can beat us. We are going to double and chase Curry and Butler. I think you're going to get 10, 15 shots tonight from Podziemski. So if that's the case, if that is accurate, he's going to have every opportunity and he's going to have the usage and the shots to get over 14.5 points.
It's a good look. It reminds me of Norm Powell last night, and he had another good game at home. I don't think he's going to repeat that performance in Game 7, but yeah, I had the same thought process. Okay, who's the player? And I did come back to him as well. Now, that goose egg, that was, I guess he was sick. He had bad seafood or something. I don't think he ended up playing a ton in that game. But you're right. This is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, who's the role player on the Warriors? You're not going to get any value with Steph. Same thing with Butler. Now, with Steph, you were all over it about a week ago when you said he was going to go off. They were without Butler, and he did just that. He had a monster game, right? 36 points, I want to say. Since then, last 2, Steph's done nothing. He's averaging 15 points per game over the last 2. It could be a just monster Steph game coming back home. Everything on the line. Don't want to go back to Houston. And a little bit of value because they lowered it down to 25.5. So it's going to be super popular, but I would understand Steph bets, but I like this one more. This makes sense. I think the Warriors win. the numbers starting to scare me a little bit. 3.5, 4, loved it. Loved it. Now we're sitting 5, 5.5. This is, going against a Rockets team that's got a lot of confidence the way they played last game. And it is their entire life on the line, their playoff lives on the line here. That worries me with that defense. So we're getting to a territory where, I don't know, you might have to search for, if you want to bet Warriors, pairing Warriors money line with something else.